96.7 The Eagle and 967theeagle.net. We welcome Christopher Titus to the Rockford Theater Saturday night, July the 23rd. And the man, the myth, the legend is joining us on the phone right now. Christopher Titus, thanks for joining us. How are you?
Yeah, man, I'm doing great, man. Got up here in California today. I can't wait to get out there, man. I have friends that live out there in that way. So down in Chicago, Glenview and stuff. And so to be in Rockford is going to be great.
They're calling this the Born with a Defect tour. What's that all about, man?
One day, just weird. I couldn't figure out how the hell human beings run anything. We're the only animal that's more than any instinct or ability. Every other animal has it. A dolphin swims for its first breath. A deer walks in an hour. But a human child needs two adults around it for 5 years so it doesn't choke on a Cheerio. Like we're useless. We're such a useless species, and yet we got the keys to the planet. I mean, having a babies do nothing. Having a baby's like buying a laptop that won't turn on and craps itself. And I didn't realize it till I had kids, and so this show, just so everybody knows, this show, especially right before school starts.
Right.
If you're a parent, this show is therapy. If you don't have kids, this show is 90 minutes of birth control. You're going to love it.
Christopher Titus is joining us on the phone July 23rd. He is in Rockford at the Rockford Theater. We have a Christopher Titus Weekend ready to roll this weekend here on the Eagle. We'll tell you about that here in just a bit. With what you do on stage, with your stand-up, is there anything truly that's off limits for you? Because as we know your career and we've watched you over the years, I mean, you pretty much let it all out. Is there anything that's off limits for you?
No, and sadly, and I apologize for that. There's a new bit. My daughter, my kids are now old. I have a 12-year-old boy and a 14-year-old girl. So my house is literally the terror dome of stink right now. And my daughter's going through the change, which is amazing. It's like, hi, Daddy. You're very pretty, and here's some M&Ms.
Right.
And my son is 12, which means he's Olympic level dumb. So my whole life has kind of been between the divorce and stuff. I've been kind of dealing with them, and this show, my daughter, last year we were watching TV, and she just looks at me. One of the riots was on, one of the many riots.
Right.
And she goes, Dad, why are black people so angry? So I wrote this bit about we had a long talk about racism and what happened to slavery, and it's one of these bits when I wrote it because we had the conversation.
Right.
When I first started doing it, audiences were like, "Uh-oh."
Right.
And now it's really funny. We just did a show in we did 2 theater shows in San Diego, and we got standing ovations the whole time. So, but it takes a while to get it good. But I think, look, I can't talk about sex like everybody else does because it's been beaten to death.
Sure.
So I always try to find a new way in. So yeah, this show's an hour. If you come to the theater, it's not going to be some 45-minute weenie show. It's going to be an hour and 45 minutes of kicking your butt. That's what I'm up for.
July 23rd at the Rockford Theater. Tickets available. It's rockfordtheater.tix.com, and we have a Christopher Titus Weekend ready to go here. As you continue on with your career, and like you said, you've got things that you absorb with the kids at home, and there's so many things, crazy things that are going on in the world right now. I mean, obviously, you see these things, you hear these things, that helps you with your material, that helps you put things together. But, man, I got to tell you, right now, it's a crazy, crazy world out there.
Yeah, I did a couple specials ago called Neverlution. It was about the last election, about how a bunch of idiots were running in the last election. Boy,
Wow.
was I a prophet. So, I mean, the last 4 guys that were running our election, you got Trump, who's like this mobster 4-year-old, and I mean, he's got the hands of a 4-year-old. But he's a side. And I was so glad Ted Cruz dropped out, because you could just see when Ted Cruz was walking around, and his head was playing, no one's going to wipe a booger on me. No one's going to wipe a booger on me. He just had that weird attitude. And then you got Hillary, who's got like this wake of bodies behind her. I mean, allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to die in a weird single car accident, Have them find trunk carpet fibers on my shirt and a suicide note written in a language I don't speak. So, allegedly. I'm saying allegedly. And then you got Bernie Sanders, and I love Bernie, but Bernie to me just feels like a really grumpy model train enthusiast. You just picture him if he wins in the basement of the White House, just toot toot,
all by himself. Oh.
Yeah, President Sanders, Vladimir Putin's on the phone. I told you, when I'm playing my trains, I don't take the phone.
July 23rd, it's Christopher Titus at the Rockford Theater. Tickets are available at rockfordtheater.tix.com.
And here's one more thing we should talk about. The world seems to be coming apart. It's not. I think at the end of the day, I tour all over the country, and I know everybody from the south to the north, and everybody's really cool. Whatever's going on right now is a glitch.
Right.
But here's the one thing I know. Everybody shows up in that comedy room, black, white, Asian, anybody shows up in that comedy room, all of a sudden it all goes away and we're all laughing together. It's one of the few places where I actually believe this country comes together. So I'll see you guys then.
Great way to end it. Christopher Titus, July 23rd at the Rockford Theater. Tickets available at rockfordtheater.tix.com.